Hello all, my name is Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, before I start this specific video, I really want to ask you a very simple question. And the question is, as you all know, the life cycle of a data science project, where do you think statistics is really used? Okay. So you just list down all the points which all modules specifically will be using statistics. I really want to see many people writing down the comment in the comment section of this particular video. And let me just start this particular video and let me talk about why statistics is super important. And probably you may not be knowing that statistics also may be used in this specific modules. So please make sure that you watch this video till the end. You'll be able to understand everything. Now, whenever we start a data science project, right, we basically start with requirement gathering. Now, in the requirement gathering, you'll be seeing business analyst and product manager. They are extensively discussing, dividing all the stories into sprints, and then sending it to the data science teams or the analytics team itself. Now, in data science team, you have lots of roles and responsibilities like data analyst, data scientist, and all, right? Even cloud engineer, big data engineers, and many more people. Now, as soon as the requirement comes, right, initially, the data analyst and data scientist, first of all, will determine that in order to solve the specific use case, from where they should specifically take a data set. It can be in third party APIs, it can be in internal database, it can be from any paid services. Now, once they collect that specific data, and then they give that specific data to the big data. Basically, the big data engineering team will stream that specific data and store it efficiently. And at the end of the day, they will be providing it to the analytics teams or data science teams to analyze or solve any kind of use cases based on data science projects. Okay. Now, this usually happens. Now, let's go back to the life cycle of a data science project. Now, statistics is super useful in the EDA part. First of all, I'll start with EDA part. Okay. Exploratory data analysis. There, descriptive statistics concepts will definitely be useful. Now, what is descriptive statistic concept? Usually, statistics are of two types: inferential and descriptive statistics. First of all, we'll try to understand descriptive statistics. It is mostly about organizing, summarizing, and visualizing the data. So, most of the concepts like histogram, probability density functions, bar charts, scattered plot, pie chart, right? All this kind of diagrams, which involves probability density function, probability mass function, talking about the Gaussian normal distribution, standard normal distribution, all these things where you're able to visualize, summarize the data, and you're able to understand such specific data. All these things will be involved in descriptive statistics. Now, if I talk about descriptive statistics, there are some important terms which we specifically use: measure of central tendency, measure of dispersion. In measure of central tendency, we basically have mean, median, mode. Measure of dispersion, we have variance and standard deviation. So extensively, if I talk about statistics, is heavily used in the EDA part, right? They'll try to analyze the continuous variable, they'll try to analyze the categorical variables, they'll try to analyze the outliers using box plot or some other plots itself. They'll try to find out that how many missing values are there. So all these concepts that is basically involved in descriptive statistics will be used in EDA to analyze the data and to understand that specific data, like how many missing values are there. Is there any impact with respect to missing values and some other variables and all, right? So this is with respect to analysis. Now, if I come to the next phase, that is feature engineering. Now, in feature engineering also, statistics is heavily used. Okay. Now, why I'm so much excited in this feature engineering? Because see, understand statistics, right? Obviously, there'll be a lot of maths equation, but now you'll be able to understand that maths equation with respect to a real world problem statement. So in feature engineering, how to handle the missing values, how to handle the category features, how to do feature encoding, what is feature scaling, how to handle the outliers. So many concepts are there, right? And if I just talk about how to handle the missing values, there are multiple different ways. Whatever EDA part we have analyzed using statistical analysis, the same concept will try to apply in feature engineering and will try to replace that missing value with something else. That is how statistic is efficiently being used. Okay. Now, many of the people I know, you may have already written a comment, mostly in ED and feature engineering it is used, right? That is not true. Statistics is also used in feature selection, right? Now, in feature selection, the main thing is that suppose, let's say in your problem statement, you have 500 features. It is not necessary that you have to take all the 500 features. So, to select that important features with respect to the dependent feature, right, we will be doing some kind of statistical analysis. That is where your inferential statistics will come into picture. Now, what is the main aim with respect to inferential statistics? There you'll be doing hypothesis testing. You'll be making some conclusions with respect to a sample of data, with respect to a population data, right? So that kind of conclusions you'll be doing. Some of the tests like chi-square test, right? There, chi-square test is also useful in feature selection. There is also something concept with respect to feature importance, right? This will actually help you to do the feature selection part also, right? So superb. Like many people will say that okay, it is used in ED and featuring. No, guys, it is also used in feature selection, right? So you should definitely learn statistics in an amazing way. And unless and until you don't know inferential statistics techniques like z-test, t-test, how to perform hypothesis testing, what is p-value, what is confidence interval, you'll not be able to understand that. That is of course for sure. Now let's go to the next part. Do you think it is being used in machine learning algorithm training, machine learning algorithms and all? Right? Let me know, right, whether it is being used or not. And the answer is yes, it is definitely used. First of all, the statistical concepts, let's say with respect to linear regression and all, those formulas are coming from statistics itself, right? And that is fine. You are just saying, hey, Krish, okay, fine. You're saying that machine learning algorithms, the same formula, you're just considering it as statistics. No, not only that. Later on, you'll be seeing that if my data is changing, there is a concept of model drift and data drift. Model drift basically means, and let me explain you what is data drift and model drift. Data drift basically means that whatever model we have actually trained, right, is with respect to our data. Let's say in the upcoming time, the data is getting changed. And how do you change? How do you check whether data is getting changed with respect to time? We use a concept with respect to data drift, right? And here also you have to basically do with the help of hypothesis testing. Here also you'll be actually doing some statistical significance testing itself, right? So here also specifically statistics concept is used, and based on that you'll also be able to make a conclusion regarding model drift, whether the model needs to be retrained again or not, right? And that is also with respect to time. So in all the life cycle of this data science project, because till model training and hyperparameter tuning and model retraining approach, right, everywhere this is specifically used, right? So in one of the feature selection, we also have something called a backward elimination technique, forward elimination technique. This all uses statistical techniques itself. Now that is the reason why I tell you guys, please learn statistics in a proper way. I've already taken a 7 days live session on that in my YouTube channel. You should definitely have a look onto that. I've explained each and everything with respect to practical implementation. And in most of the interview questions, they also focus on asking statistical questions, right? So I hope you were able to understand. Please focus more on statistics. Try to understand the practical implementation. Try to understand how it is really related with a specific data set, why we specifically follow this approach. It will be super, super important, right? So yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this specific video. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, one all. Bye-bye.